All right. Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this brief webinar on Triple P in Arizona. My name is Claire Luge, and I'm the Executive Director of Prevent Child Abuse Arizona, and I am here with my colleague Simone Tavasoli, who is our training coordinator at Prevent Child Abuse Arizona, and Dr. Cricket Mitchell, who is a contracted lead for Triple P project that we are coordinating here in Arizona. For today, we're going to have a brief webinar to talk about Triple P, a brief overview, and then we're going to show you our new Triple P site, which you can use to connect families to available classes in their area, or if you're a provider, find providers near you who you might be able to refer parents to access Triple P where they are. For the sake of this webinar, we are going to take questions if you have them using the chat box. So if you have any questions, we'll take them at the end of the walkthrough of the website, and we can take those questions there. This webinar is also going to be recorded. It is being recorded, and it will be posted on the Prevent Child Abuse Arizona website. So before that, we start our overview for our Triple P and what it is. I want to thank the funders of this project. Since 2015, we have gotten support from the following 4 funders. And beginning in 2015 with the Virginia G. Piper Charitable Trust and the Steele Foundation, we were able to start building capacity and increase the number of practitioners of Triple P in our state. And then we were able to receive funding and support from the Governor's Office of Youth, Faith, and Family. And now we have support from the Arizona Healthcare Cost Containment System, and we're using part of that funding to be able to launch this site. Because of the funding of these supporters, we've been able to expand the number of practitioners for Triple P in Arizona to over 300. So that is wonderful, and there are providers all over the state. So I'm now going to pass it on to Dr. Cricket Mitchell, who will give an overview of what Triple P is.
Thanks, Claire. Who's advancing slides? Okay, thanks, Simone. All right, well, welcome everyone. If you're familiar with Triple P, then my brief overview is going to be old hat. But if you're new to Triple P, I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. Triple P Positive Parenting Program is one of the most extensively researched, highly effective parenting programs in the world. There are lots of evidence-based parenting programs out there, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with any of them. In fact, the majority of effective parenting programs all stem from the same body of literature. A lot of really great programs out there. What sets Triple P apart, what makes it unique among evidence-based parenting programs, is its emphasis on building parental self-regulation. All of Triple P is about self-regulation, building self-regulatory capacities. It's the way people are trained to deliver Triple P. It's the way parents are supported in engaging with their children. And as we build self-regulation of parents, children learn to self-regulate. Self-regulation means that we can manage our emotions. We can guide our own behavior. We have self-control in situations and manage those really challenging and at times troubling thoughts and feelings. Self-regulation really helps us to focus attention, to problem solve, and to organize resources. And I think I already said that last comment, so we can go ahead and move on to the next slide. So thank you. There is a lot of work going on in Arizona around the Center for the Study for Social Policy's Strengthening Families Protective Factors framework. And so in a brief overview, one of the things I want to highlight is that the Center for the Study for Social Policy, CSSP, put out a brief to communities, essentially saying, if you are interested in building these protective factors in families, you should look at Triple P. And in this brief, I have it if you'd like it. My email address is on the last slide. I can send it to you, but they literally walk through how Triple P supports us, for example, parental resilience. In building self-regulation, all of Triple P focuses on that parental self-efficacy, self-agency, ability to self-direct their actions, their thoughts, their behaviors. Triple P helps build social connections. We'll take a look at how Triple P really is a system where Different levels, different types of supports can be accessed in any part of a community. Virtually anyone who interacts with parents could be trained to provide triple P. There are no baseline education or training requirements, which increases the ability to connect families within communities. And because a lot of triple P is developed through groups, triple P really does help connect parents who are sharing similar challenges. Again, increasing those connections. In increasing knowledge of parenting and child development, triple P specifically teaches parents to enhance the relationship that they have with their children, teaches parents and supports them in increasing behaviors that they want to see in their children, how to teach kids new skills, as well as how to manage misbehaviors. And through all this, the attachment, the relationship is strengthened, and children's healthy development is promoted. Triple P recognizes that parents have a lot of untapped resources, both internally, right, which is a focus on self-regulation, as well as externally. So in helping to bring and to build parents concrete support in times of need, a triple P practitioner might help to connect parents with other resources in the community, but also help that parent to identify what resources are currently in their lives that they might not have tapped into as a resource yet. And number one, this is all about enhancing and increasing and supporting the social and emotional competence of children. And as I mentioned previously, there's very strong intergenerational research that as parents learn to self-regulate, children learn to self-regulate. As we focus on building skills and capacities in parents, they then work to support those skills and capacities in their children. And triple P is all about working with the parent, but there are measurable differences, observable differences almost immediately in children's behavior. So we can go on to the next slide now, Simone, thank you. Which is my data slide. I'm a data geek, I love data. If anybody wants more information about anything that I'm going to share, because I'm just going to give you the high level overview, please do reach out to me. As one of the most highly researched programs in the world, there's over 30 years of triple P research. It is literally implemented in over 25 countries around the world, translated into multiple languages, hundreds. There's a number at the top of the screen that says 700 evaluation papers. I'm sure this data is a little old, I'm sure it exceeds that at this point. And almost half of the evaluation studies are sort of cream of the crop randomized control trials that really demonstrate triple P's effectiveness with parents. Across all levels of triple P, you see the parent and child benefits that are on the left-hand side of the screen. Improvements in parent well-being, decreases in stress, anxiety, and depression. We see improvements in child behavior problems, improved parenting competencies, and those family relationships, family communication skills are strengthened. There are citations at the bottom of the screen. I'd be happy to share these primary resources with you if you'd like. But these are the individual, the changes on the left, those are the individual changes that we see in parents and their children when parents participate in triple P supports and education opportunities. But when we roll triple P out on a community level, we see the kinds of impacts that you see on the right-hand side of the screen. I call these the three biggies, our child welfare indicators. This is why triple P was identified by Arizona's Adverse Childhood Experience Consortium in 2009 as being a critical part of solving Arizona's challenges. So when rolled out on a community level, we see significant decrease in substantiated rates of child maltreatment, out-of-home placements into foster care, and child injuries due to maltreatment, as evidenced by ER visits and hospitalizations. Huge cost savings. With triple P, there's evidence that for every $1 you spend on the front end, you save over 7.5 on the long end, the back end. So then we'll go to the last slide that I'm going to share, which is sort of it's a big picture of the what is triple P. It is a multi-tiered, multi-level system of supports to meet parents where they're at. One of triple P's mottos is every parent needs a little bit of help. Some need a little bit more, some need a bit more. So they've developed this system of opportunities, again, that could be provided by almost any type of individual who interacts with parents. The key thing to remember here, because I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, is that if someone says, I deliver triple P, you should ask more questions. What does that mean? Because the type of triple P that they deliver can vary in intensity, from very low intensity, where maybe it's a 2-hour seminar, to high intensity services. We might be talking about an 8 or 10-week course. And those low intensity services can reach lots of people, whereas the high intensity services are designed to meet fewer parents in the population. Always happy to chat about this more, because it's a little confusing at first. Takes a minute to wrap your head around what triple P is. And that is why you have Prevent Child Abuse Arizona to help support everyone who wants to learn more and be connected with triple P. So now I'm going to pass things over to Simone. She's going to show you the new website, which is super exciting.
Okay, bear with me and tell me if it shows up like it's supposed to.
And as Simone is sharing that website, a note about the levels of triple P that we have in this state. A lot of the funding support that we've received has been able to certify level 4 and 5 practitioners. So those who are able to practice the more high intensity courses that are between 8 and 10 weeks long, and serve kind of fewer cohorts of parents, or smaller groups. Usually about 12 parents can attend each of those 8-week sessions.
Okay, am I up and running?
So you'll probably need to share, because we're still seeing the PowerPoint. So click on sharing.
Oh, hold on. Cricket said she can see it, but you can't. So let me.
I had a different definition of up and running.
Oh, okay, hold on. Now can you see? No?
No, you'll need to share.
Let me just stop.
Yeah.
And try again.
Reshare.
There we go. How about now?
There we go.
Yeah, okay. So this is our website. This is our homepage. Our menu is across the top. So we're going to go through each section, but the homepage has a quick little snippet about what triple P is. It'll link to our Learn More, our directory, and our course calendar, which we'll get into as we go through the menu. Then we have a testimonial section and a provider spotlight that we're planning to switch out monthly. So hopefully we'll have a new testimonial and a new spotlight every month. So we'll go back up to the top. Our About Triple P page goes into a little more Arizona specific and the information that Cricket just shared. We have a link to a report, a little bit about Prevent Child Abuse Arizona's role. Our directory is a map function. So for each county that has in-person providers, you'll get a toggle at the top with the address as well as the contact information. And then for every other county and every organization that offers triple P services statewide, it'll show up underneath each county. So we'll go to Maricopa because that has a lot too. These are all in-person providers in Maricopa, as well as providers that statewide information. And then at the very bottom of our directory page is the form to submit to be a part of our directory. And that goes directly to me. So if you have any questions or updates, feel free to contact me. Our course calendar, before we do resources, I'll do that first. Are all upcoming free courses. They're also toggles. So if you drop down, you'll get more information about the course, the contact information. If there's a registration link, it'll be on there. I think this one has a registration link. No, this one has a registration link. And you can click to register from there and click to see more information if there's a flyer. And the same with the directory, the forms at the bottom. So if you have any upcoming free courses, we can add them to our course calendar. And then we have our resources page, which is English and Spanish. And these are all free resources that can be clicked on and downloaded and shared. Now I'm going to have to get back because my menu's in the way. Here we go. And that's our website. Anything I missed? Cricket, Claire?
Thank you, Simone, for the brief overview of the website. So what we are encouraging you, our participants, to do today, and our viewers, for those of you who are watching this this recording, is to share this resource with the parents that you serve or that you work with. And if you're an organization who's looking for PPP services in your area, or if you would like to connect to a provider that can offer virtual courses statewide, this is where to find the resources. So we encourage you to share this as a resource with any parents that you work with, and to include this in your resource guides if you have them. With that, are there any questions about PPP or the website that we can answer? And for those of you that are here present today, if you have any questions, please share them in the chat. We are getting this question from Darla. Thank you, Darla. Can PPP be shared with families who are looking for court-ordered parenting classes? Absolutely. And in fact, PPP is a wonderful resource for parents who are experiencing the child protection system because of their needs and the level of courses that we're able to offer. So Darla, absolutely. Other questions about PPP or the website? Well, as you're typing them, because please use the chat to ask those questions. If you have any further questions after this webinar or about PPP, please contact Dr. Cricket Mitchell. Cricket is the leading expert in Arizona about PPP, and she also coordinates the trainings of practitioners that we hold thanks to support from Access and other funders in past years. And as she said, she's a research geek, and so she will share with you any data that she has, probably more than you ever want. She's very thorough about it. So thank you, Cricket. And if you have any questions about the website or how to get on it, if you're a practitioner who offers PPP and is not in the directory yet, or if you're offering a class that you want to put on this website, there are forms there. If you have any questions, please contact Simone, who is leading that. Daniela is asking a question. Thank you. Do the counties on the edge with no color mean that there is no services yet? So Daniela, they are each, yes, the counties that are not highlighted in certain specific colors on the website right now don't have in-person providers able to provide services right now in the directory. It doesn't mean that no one is practicing there, but they're not open to referrals yet. However, every county in Arizona can be served through virtual courses, and it will offer you a list of the organizations that are able to offer virtual courses. So if you're in one of those outlying regions, let's say Santa Cruz County, if you don't have an in-person provider, you can certainly contact one of those providers that will offer courses virtually, or that can, yeah. And I found that because of the pandemic and because everyone's adapting to this model, a lot more organizations are able to offer virtual classes now. And it can increase parent involvement because of convenience. Other questions, my friends? Well, if no other questions, thank you so much for being here. Again, please share this website. This resource is meant to be used by anyone. Our goal is to increase the use of these evidence-based positive parenting classes so that we can strengthen families and protect children throughout Arizona. This recording is going to be shared on our website, so if you would like to share it with anyone else, we will be sending it out. And with that, we will close this webinar. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone.